kindergartners. Today we are going to be doing some monster drawings, and when we're finished we're going to put them together into a book. So I have my book with me. I've decided to call it Miss H's Book of Monsters, and I drew some caution tape and a little monster peeking out on the cover just so people would know what to expect on the inside. So I have 3 pages with Kim, Frank, and Joe. You can draw however many monsters you want and name them whatever you like. So let's get started. We are only going to be using half sheets of paper today. So you're going to take a couple of sheets of paper. I'm just going to use 2. You're going to fold them together in half like you're making a card. Put a good strong crease. Open it up. You should be able to see the crease where you folded it. And we're going to hold the pieces together and carefully cut along the crease. It is not the end of the world if you go off the crease a little bit. It'll still work great. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of paper to use for my book. And one of them is going to be the cover page. And another one of them is going to be for some sketches for my ideas. If I want to have more monster pages in my book, I can just get some more paper, fold it, and cut it in half. Okay, let's start drawing. Okay guys, before I actually start drawing the monsters, I'm just going to try to come up with some ideas for horns, eyes, noses, mouths, all that good stuff on this. This will be like my little idea sheet. So I'm going to try a couple of different ways of doing eyes. Do some semicircle eyes where they're flat on the bottom, and some semicircle eyes where they're flat on the top, and maybe some wide surprised eyes. Maybe some angry eyes. I'm going to slant down, like that. Maybe some sleepy eyes, or some closed happy eyes. We could do eyes on eye stalks like an alien. And I'm going to try out some noses. I could do a nose like a cat where it's like an upside down triangle with a little W, some little dots for the whiskers. I could do a nose like a pig. I could do a pointy triangle like a goblin nose. I could do it like a bump. And for mouths, I can do closed mouth, so just a smile with like a little cheek puff right there. Or I can have it closed and he could have teeth like tusks, like on a boar, and they're pointing up. Or I could have it closed and there are fangs that are pointing down, like a saber-toothed tiger. Or I could do a big semicircle with straight lines like that for a big Cheshire cat smile. Or I could do the same thing and just show 1 or 2 teeth like that. Or maybe he's clenching his mouth because he's really angry. I'll draw his teeth like zigzags like that. You could even have his tongue sticking out. And for the top of his head, some details I could do are, I could have one horn, like a unicorn horn, or they could be kind of curvy, like goat horns, like that. Or I could do like a little curl of hair, like a little baby. Or I could do a little hat, maybe like a baseball hat, just a semicircle, like that, with a long, skinny oval for the brim. A little bump up for the top of the hat. Or you could give your monster any kind of ears, or accessories like headphones. All that would be great to help your monster look unique. So I'm happy with all these ideas. So I'm going to just move this to the side so I can still look at it. And I'm going to tape up a paper for my finished monster. So because this is just your monster's head, we don't need to worry about the body. So we're going to draw a curved line for the top of the head. And then I kind of like the idea of goat horns. So I'm going to do goat horn here, where it's like an upside down J. And the goat horn here. And I'll add the little stripies. And I'm going to give my monster some happy semicircle eyes. So I'm going to draw a straight line and a straight line. And a semicircle curve right up top. And I'll draw the pupils. I'm feeling kind of fancy, so I'll draw a little iris around that too, like we did on our portraits. Okay, and I like the tusks, so I'm going to give my monster a little smile with 2 tusks, and I'm going to give him some freckles. And for a nose, I think I'm just going to do a little bump, like the letter C, or a backwards letter C, like that. And there's a little bit of room here under his chin if you wanted to include stuff like a tie or a necklace. I think I'm going to do, I'll do a little tie. I like that idea. I'm going to draw a line. Line right underneath for the side of the tie, and then a little square for the knot, and then another line with a line underneath for the other side of the tie, a long line and a long line, and it's going to end in the letter V. And for my monster, I want the tie pattern to be stripes. Okay, and maybe for the last detail, I think I want my monster to have big eyebrows. Now all that's left is to think of a name. I think my monster's name is going to be Mr. Fuzzy. Okay, now I can color Mr. Fuzzy however I want. I used marker for Kim in my book. I will warn you, marker can take a while with this. I would say crayon would probably go a little bit faster, but if you want to just leave it black and white, you can do that too. When you're ready to put your monsters together into a book, just remember you're going to staple 1, 2, 3 times on the side. That is all you need. Okay, I hope you had fun, and I will have another lesson for you guys next week.